Thanks to Gary Al Smith with AM Sports. It's a Wednesday, so we settle for AM Business. Now, business owners are expecting government to provide reliefs that will make this year better than last year as they make some bold prospects for the new year. In this edition of AM Business, Charles Aite sums up the challenges and prospects for businesses in this year, 2021.
Ghana's business community has braced the new year as the key to surviving the constraints of the coronavirus pandemic. The year started with Africa commencing the Continental Free Trade Agreement. With a $3.5 trillion potential, the business community is eager to reap the benefits. Our engaged president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obin.
It is very important if this will take effect, especially when it's starting now. We should know certain information, especially about the sensitive list as against the non-sensitive product as listed. The rules of origin is the main factor of the pact itself. And so for now, we should be in the know of the products that as traders who will be in a position to trade in. And that is what we haven't gotten. We know the custom to custom thing is very important, it's very essential. Otherwise, things will come in before they will say you have to be cleared first, whether it qualifies within the rules of origin. So it is still very important. These things haven't been communicated to us.
Even as Ghana readies to take advantage of the agreement, the International Trade Commission is worried of some uncertain trade laws. Frank Ajakum is Executive Secretary of the GITC.
We can have a regional bloc called ECOWAS, where we set certain standards and certain rules, for instance, in terms of investment, in terms of export and stuff like that. But you'll be told, and Dr. Obin will be best to tell you, that yes, while it's easy to enter some countries with your goods, in some countries it's very, very difficult, even though we've all signed on and ratified these agreements that we've all agreed to abide by. So that it's for us as a people and as countries and governments to abide by the rules that we set for ourselves. I mean, there's no magic wand in saying that one person could come and whip you into place. Once we get committed to doing certain things, we should then see the actualization of it. This demands or certain countries want to export certain countries becomes a problem. But Ghana, you come here and you abide by the rules. It's because we are committed to such processes. And we understand that such processes are what Africa needs in its forward march. And so we can only appeal that all of us get in there. But sooner than later, in terms of the African Continental Free Trade area, those who do not sign up to it will be the losers because the 33 or so countries that have signed up have given the commitment that they want to go ahead. And so we're going to harmonize customs issues, we're going to harmonize trading issues, investment, and we're going to do that. But I'm saying that these things are not done in a day or even in a year. It will take some time. The important thing is for information to be made available expeditiously and timeously to the various players. I mean, Dr. Obin was talking about the specified list and which ones do they have to deal with. These things must be made available as soon as possible once they are ready. But I can understand that even in high offices, some of these things are being fine-tuned. So it will take time. And as a people, we should know that it's going to take time. Even as we demand on our governments to see that we get the right things done, we should also know that it's going to take time. And I always give the EU as an example. So we should know that we have a long journey to go.
On January 7, Ghana inaugurated President Akufo-Addo for his second term. The 8th Parliament was also sworn in. Speaking of Parliament, Ghana's business community say they are taking with them the business-friendly bills passed in the 7th Parliament as they mount pressure for more in this new Parliament.
You need to be very competitive. If you are not competitive, others will take your...
Mr. Chuma Kwabwa is the Chief Executive of the Association of Ghana Industries.
If you are not competitive, others will take your market. Even your local market will be taken away with imports from abroad. So you've got to be competitive. But being competitive means that you must have the factors of production in the most efficient manner. You must produce at a price that is very good. It means that your cost of production must be really low and competitive. Great. If you are borrowing at a very high interest cost, if you are buying electricity at a very high cost, if you are paying labor at a very high cost, then you have a challenge in being competitive. So if you ask me what has been the reason for manufacturing lagging behind, it is because our environment for manufacturing has not been conducive enough.
I also engaged the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry on the expectations from the 8th Parliament. Mark Bedu-Abuaje is CEO of the Chamber.
We are encouraging them to work together, because anything apart from that will be detrimental to Ghana and also to the economy of Ghana. We are hopeful that in the years to come, a lot of the bills, business-related bills, will go there, and they should look at it in the interest of Ghana and not in any partisan interest, because anything that will affect the private sector will also largely affect the economy of Ghana and the people of Ghana. So we are looking forward to a situation where both the NDC and the MPP will work consensuously on issues that come to them. Of course, the budget for 2021 up to 2024 from the president will go to Parliament, and most of the things are issues that affect the private sector in terms of how they are going to manage the economy, how they are going to build a very robust economy, stable exchange rates, lower inflation, the revenues and the expenditures, and also debt related to Ghana's economy. So they should look at it largely in the interest of Ghana, and I hope that if they do that, Ghana will be the winner. We need peace. We need an environment that will help the private sector to try. In fact, one of the main reasons why somebody will invest in the economy is to where they have peace and where they have a secured environment. The reason why we have had a lot of FDI, among others, is that people feel that we have a secured environment, we have a peaceful environment, so they feel comfortable investing in the country.
Business air travels are to see a massive boom in 2021. A list of major events to hit Ghana's aviation sector show, among other things, cheaper air flights. Aviation expert Sean Mendes believes that this will be good for businesses in 2021.
Biosecurity is the current buzzword, and I think, it's already becoming pretty much a standard when you are traveling. You think of getting your air ticket, you think of getting your passport, your visa, and now you're thinking of getting your COVID test or your vaccination proof or whatever other biosecurity protocols are going to become required for international travel, and this will vary across different countries around the world. So I think that is a trend that is going to be here definitely for not just 2021 but beyond that. And it's not something that may seem as a huge change for people in Africa, where we've been used to traveling with yellow fever cards and things as such, but I think on a more global basis, this biosecurity documentation and the proof of biosecurity is going to become a integral part of the travel experience. Interesting. Domestic and regional travel to see a boost? Well, I think, we've already seen this. Domestic travel is a lot easier. Okay. Regional travel, if you're just going from Nigeria to Ghana, for example, is a lot simpler right now for people to travel closer to home within their home countries or neighboring countries than it is to be traveling long haul. If you're right now, a lot of the traditional tourist markets, such as Europe and North America, are still essentially closed to international visitors, while markets close to home, no matter which country you're in, most countries are open to domestic travel, and there's plenty of opportunities for people people in Ghana to explore the north, to explore Takoradi, to explore all sorts of things, and I think domestic and regional air transport will get a boost from that. Are we going to be expecting some new entrants? I think there's always going to be the potential for new entrants where a good opportunity exists. I know a lot of people are talking about entering the market. The business case definitely exists for people to do well in airlines in Ghana in the near future. It's how well people can execute on that.
Great. Let's now end on this very good note. Cheaper travel options. We know After is here. Briefly, if you could explain to us what you mean by cheaper travel options for air travelers.
Well, I think the key to this is when airlines get back to their pre-pandemic schedules, or at least begin to grow back into that, there's going to be a lot of empty seats. The demand is not going to recover until the supply is put into the market. So the people who move first, those who are willing to travel as soon as borders begin to open and so forth, will have the ability to take advantage of some very good deals that undoubtedly are going to be out there. We've seen Emirates do this already with offering hotel stays and stuff for visitors to Dubai. And I think you'll see this with a lot of airlines, a lot of governments who will incentivize travel by reducing fares, by reducing taxes, and getting people back and moving again. So if you're ready to move, there's some very good deals coming to you probably in the middle of 2021.
Great. Even with a successful continental free trade agreement, a business-friendly environment by Akufo-Addo's administration or parliament, businesses in Ghana are exploring the best ways of making money this year. I engaged the CEO of the Chamber of Entrepreneurs, Sharif Ghali. The question to him: how do we invest and where in 2021?
Yes, we all need money. We should be looking forward for the tech businesses. The tech-enabled businesses, especially e-commerce, is on the rise. You can see the figures on everywhere. Now people are confident with ordering or buying things from line. They don't even walk to the shops so much as we used to see it. And then mobile apps. If you're an investor, you do not necessarily need to be a tech person, but look for tech guys and invest in them. This year is one of the years mobile applications that solve basic needs will be on the rise. And then we also look at online educational system. Yes, because of COVID-19, people and educational system have seen the need for online learning platform. Identify schools, get IT guys, invest in them, let them develop very nice educational system, sell them to these schools. Definitely you will be able to get some of them, and it's going to actually be in the rise. And then digital marketing is one of the things, because now a lot of people are on the digital platform. Businesses are finding ways and means of getting their products to them. So if you are able to invest in digital marketing, is going to help. Cybersecurity, I'm still on the tech level. Cybersecurity is also one. Tech is very broad, but I'm giving the key areas that can really fetch money in 2021. Cybersecurity applications is also one, because of a lot of people are on the digital space, and cyber is one of the things. Cybercrime is on the rise. So yes, investors can invest their money in cybersecurity. One other area which is also still within the tech is fintech, financial technology, where you can lend monies to people. Imagine you have 10,000 Ghana cedis, you are lending to about 10 people, and at the end of 30 days, each one is paying 12%. You are going to make about 125% of the money you are lending to them. So you can imagine. So fintech is one of the things that will be on the rise, because people now prefer to be on their phone to do their financial transactions instead of going to the bank.
Executing dreams and aspirations in 2021 will demand some financial muscle. Dr. Richmond Frimpong is the CEO of the Financial Literacy for Africa. He shares some tips.
We want to go into the laboratory of your money and begin to diagnose whether to begin with you are financially well or otherwise. To do that, we have something we call your net worth, and you have to take a glance at your assets or the things you have as far as your finances are concerned, and your liabilities, the things you owe as far as your finances are concerned. So if you can pick a sheet of paper on your phone, begin to navigate and put down the things you own, your bank account, your savings account, your investment account, your pensions account, put the final value at the bottom, and then begin to ask and inquire, are there some debts you have that you have to pay back? Are there some liabilities you have to pay back? When you get these two instances, strike them off and check if you have a deficit or a surplus. The outcome shows your financial health, and when you do, you are qualified to take the next step.
Ghana's business community is looking up to 2021 for some major business reforms. Having survived the shocks of COVID-19, the focus is on...
Once again, next week, Wednesday, AM Business is proudly brought to us every Wednesday here on the AM Show by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.